Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Tracy, and this is our channel, Retirement in Color, where we talk about early retirement, selling our home in Arizona, building a brand new home on a lake in Alabama, and making that cross-country move from Arizona to Alabama.
This video is exciting because we're talking about builder selection. We sent a letter out to, we posted on Facebook, hey, we need a builder, and we got lots of responses, so we listed all those responses and found email addresses where we could, and we sent them all a letter that said, hey, this is what we want to build, this is our septic permit, this is, all the details on what we want to build, and said, let us know if you're interested in the project. And
we got lots of interest.
We did get a lot of interest, but some of it was just interest. They didn't do a whole lot to follow up, or we tried to follow up with them and it just fizzled to no communication. So all said and done, we got down to 3 builders. Two general contractors or building companies in the area, and the third one is a corporation that builds their house on your lot. And this video is about our trip back to Alabama, where we're going to interview those 3 builders and make a decision so that we can get this house build started.
So we made it to Atlanta okay. Our flight didn't get in until 1 in the morning, which was a little unusual for us, but that went okay. Luckily we got on the last train to the rental car place before they shut it down. And then they also oversold our hotel, and so they moved us to a different hotel, but that turned out okay also, because we ended up getting a good night's sleep, even though we only had maybe 4.5 hours of sleep last night. But now we are on our way to Pell City. We're gonna go check into our Airbnb, and then we have our first builder appointment today at 1 o'clock. So we're very excited about that, and we'll give you updates later. Well, update on builder number 1. Wah, wah.
We set an expectation, and he was to give us, he agreed to bring us drawings and prices, and he came totally unprepared, so he's eliminated himself.
Yeah, he said he doesn't work that way, but the thing is, he got the same information all the other builders that we've been in contact with, and that they were able to give us information with. He acted like he knew nothing about that.
And all the information that he's asking for was in the letter that we sent him, so he just didn't read. And he agreed to meet us out here, and was a yes man.
We're not too disappointed, because we realized several months ago that this guy was not a great communicator anyways, and I don't think we want to deal with that while we're building our retirement home. So
we just thought that maybe he's a better person with numbers, and we would see that today, but
not the case. But that's okay. It just freed up the rest of our day, so we're gonna do some exploring around the little town. We're gonna go to there's like a mom and pop grocery store here called the Food Barn, and people drive there to get their meat. So we might get a little snack from there, and then we'll be back tomorrow with an update on the next builder. So, bye. See you then.
Good morning. We're getting ready to go meet with another builder today. This is the one we're really hoping that will make our lake home a reality. So wish us luck as we do this, and we'll give you an update a little later with how things went, and thanks for watching. Bye. We had a good day here in Alabama today. We met with a builder, and he took us to see a couple properties that he's been working on, and one was almost done for the customer to move in, and the other one was beyond the framing stage, but we really enjoyed the finishes in the houses that he's delivering. We talked with him about finances and how he's going to keep us on track and on budget to get the project done on schedule. He can't start for about a month, but I think that we're comfortable with this builder, even though tomorrow we have. Go ahead.
Well, and it really helped to see in person what he's built, because then I can compare apples to apples, because we have seen a model of the homes of the builder we're seeing tomorrow. So it was really helpful. It was a great meeting compared to yesterday, that's for sure. And I also like that this guy will take care of building everything. The house, the driveway, the walkway to the boathouse, the septic. So I do like that aspect.
We also spent some time today talking about some things we have and haven't planned for, like maybe we're going to need a golf cart, getting around our neighborhood, talking to our neighbors, because some people have some really long driveways.
Storm shelter.
Storm shelter, yeah, that's something we don't have to build in Arizona. We don't have to think about tornadoes. And we looked at some boats and new boats, which we hadn't done before here. And
that was exciting.
Yeah, and learned a little bit about boats, and that's nice. We should have made some more videos, but we didn't. Yeah,
and we did some exploring in the town across the lake, Talladega. We were expecting a little bit more because, you keep hearing about Talladega because of the races, which are going to be in town this weekend. So it sounds like we're leaving at a great time because there's going to be a lot of people here for the races. But they had a cute square, but I was just a little disappointed. There wasn't really any shopping or restaurants, but we had a nice little
It wasn't as cute as Gadsden or even Pell City, but it was cute.
Yeah.
And food. Oh, we'll talk about food on a whole nother video because we've eaten well here.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching. We'll keep you up to date as things move along. Tomorrow we'll give you another update on builder number 3 in America's Home Place.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Good morning. Today is day 3 of meeting with the builders. And today we are meeting with America's Home Place.
They're a company that builds their house on your lot. So they basically have a list of different floor plans, and you can customize those if you'd like, but they give you a flat price. If you build it this way in this county, it's going to cost you this amount of money. And so we're going to meet them first at our lot, and they're going to so they build that house, but they only build what's on the slab for that price. So then there's other costs, whether you have to clear the land or add a driveway, or in our case a septic system. Those things that are not on the slab are extra money. So we're going to meet with them today. They're going to explain the $40,000 they say they want for site work, and then we'll go back to their office and look at other details about the house, picking finishings, so we can get a final price from them, because finishings can't adjust the price. And so that's our plan.
Yeah, I don't know why today I'm nervous about this meeting. Even though I think we have our mind made up of who we're going to go with, I'm still nervous about today's meeting. I think I'm nervous to hear exactly what has to be done on the site to make it buildable. But one of the nice things is they have a home plan that's very similar to the one that we want to build, with the exception of the upstairs finished game room. But anyways.
And so it's always good to have options. And so we're going to meet with them today, and we'll see what happens. Thanks for your time, and
see you later.
Bye.
Bye. So we just met with America's Home Place on our lot. They sent out 2 guys. One would be a project manager, and the other one, I forget what he was, but he was very knowledgeable. These 2 guys were specific to the site work, which for me was really good because I got a lot of questions answered. Every time we come out here, I always think that something is going to kill our dream because of so much of this lot is unbuildable. But once again, they reassured us that it is not going to kill our dream. We are going to be able to build our house here.
These guys were great and very professional. We enjoyed meeting with them. One of the differences between them and the other builders we talked to in the past is they build their floor plan on your lot. And so they're only doing what is on the slab, and then they charge extra to do all the things like build a driveway or put in a septic system, and they basically do cost plus on that. So after the next meeting, we're going to find out what the total cost will be, because we'll be picking finishes, and then with those numbers in place we can get a total cost to build, and then we can make a decision when we figure out finances and all that stuff. But we're getting close.
Yeah, it's definitely not apples to apples yet between the two builders that we're narrowing this down to. And I think it's never going to be apples to apples, but these meetings have been great, and it is helping us a lot that we will be able to narrow down our decision. But I'm going to flip the camera right now because I think we want to show you. They staked out the house for us. We can show you those stakes real quick, but it really is helping us to imagine the views that we're going to have from our living area. So let me flip this camera, hand it to Joe.
All right. So this first stake we see right here, that's going to be the front corner of the house. And then if we go straight back this way, that's going to run this way, but it's going to slightly angle so that we get these awesome views of the lake from our living room. And then over there is going to be our master bedroom. Over there, our kitchen. Over there, the garage. We'll share floor plans again. So excited to have you join us on the journey.
So yesterday we were able to meet with the designers at the America's Home Place, and we picked our finishes. They had finishes in 3 levels, 1, 2, and 3. And if we went with all level 1 finishes, and we changed to carpet in the bedrooms as opposed to LVP, the price actually went down, which was a pleasant surprise. So that then put the total cost to build with their on the slab build and an allowance for a boathouse and a pathway to the house and the boathouse and the septic system. That made both houses within $1,000 of each other. So,
But then something I noticed as the guy was running the numbers, I'm thinking when he was showing us the different levels of finishes, we didn't look at like kitchen backsplashes or tile for the bathroom shower. So I ran quickly into the model, which was connected to the office, just to see if the model showed that these items were there, and they weren't. And that kind of surprised me, and it almost made it a deal breaker for me, because I'm sure they would have done it, but probably would have put the price up quite considerably. Like, I want a nice backsplash in my kitchen. I want a nice shower in my master bath. So I think that kind of sealed the deal for us.
and then we confirmed with the other builder that yeah, those things are included in his purchase price, in his build price. So I think the decision's made.
Yeah, we'd actually get a nicer home going with the individual builder.
And one single throat to choke, and we get everything we want, and some continuity between the boathouse and the house.
Yep.
All right. So we've chosen our builder, and we wanted to share with you the pros of each to see how we got to that decision. So we'll start with the pros of America's Home Place, which is a company that builds their house on your property. And they do this through many offices across the country, and they do it thousands of times a year, so they've got it down to a science. They build these, 30 different house plans, and they know exactly how much it's going to cost, and they have all the allowances so that they can stay on budget and on track.
I think that was one of the biggest pros, is that we saw everything written down line by line on a piece of paper.
And we could see examples.
Right, exactly how much it was going to cost. So that was really nice. And I think the other biggest pro was that it's multiple people working on the job rather than just one guy. So if something happened to the one guy, work might stop. With the big company, we know that the house is going to get built because the work is going to still keep going.
Yeah, they've got, and you've got architects, and you've got designers and interior designers, and all the little components that make for a house.
Right. So now the pros about going with the one guy.
We like him as a person.
Mm-hmm.
We also like that by trade he's a cabinet maker, because we, in one of the main reasons we picked the floor plan we did is storage, and there's lots of closets, and the kitchen has lots of cabinets and a pantry, and we feel like we'll get better finishes. And the other vendor offered these wired shelves in the cabinet and in the closets, and it just didn't feel like a custom home to us.
Right. If we wanted to put like wood shelves instead of the wire, they suggested for us to let them put the wire in and then go back out with a closet maker and do what we want, because it would just be way too expensive for them to do it. And also, for the same price for the individual builder than the corporate builder, we're actually getting nicer finishes.
Right, we've
Like
got crown molding and
backsplash in the
baseboards.
kitchen and a custom shower versus a plastic builder grade surround.
I guess because he doesn't have the overhead of all those exec salaries. But
Right.
so we hope we've made the right decision. You know, we asked him what happens to you if, and
What
you know,
happens to our home build?
to our home build if something happens to you. And he had to think about it for a minute, but he says, you know, my wife helps me with the books, and he's got lots of contractors he's worked with for more than 20 years, so they'd pick up the pieces and finish it out.
Right. So that's how we chose the builder for our home. And hopefully the information that we've learned can help you also if you're sifting through builders to choose for the build of your home.
We will talk to you later. He'll have a contract for us this week, and we will have somebody come out and stake out the property so that he puts it exactly where we want it, and things are happening fast.
Yep. And now we're going to go and we're going to listen to the gentle ripple of the water coming up on the shoreline of our property before we have to go drive to Atlanta to catch a plane back home. Bye.
Bye.